Monetized.
Yeah, that shit crazy how that monetization shit work. But I mean, we starting to figure it out now. We're starting to figure more about the algorithm and how that shit work.
One step at a time. We gotta get people to start watching this squat.
But it is going up though.
Ever since going
we sat down, we gonna pretty much do like our little analytics, shit, and just kind of go over each. I guess probably each week or some shit like that. Just kind of look out things to do and see. Just changing titles and shit like that. That's kind of like been the move, especially as videos drop. We can sit there and change them. Shit
that was a bit of content magic because we've been talking about this. I just wanted y'all to be in the loop. All right, so there's gonna be before the intro and everything. There's gonna be a couple changes. All right, shame on us. Dropping hour-long videos, expecting y'all to watch it.
That's fucking ass.
You don't even know us. We just sitting there talking shit. You like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the top two that always watch no matter what.
You know what I'm saying? You know who you is, simply.
Y'all either some real supporters or y'all be super fucking bored, but it's okay because there will be changes. I know you've seen we've been dropping a bunch of clips and shit.
That's the moves.
That is the focus.
It's like we get it. We got to like build up who we are as people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like motherfuckers don't know who Gina or Javar is. They don't. If we was Kanye and Drake up here. That was actually a good reference because I'm light skinned. He black, so like that was actually just the random two biggest names I could think of. But they make a podcast together. Everybody gonna watch that shit because they a big ass name.
Already
even if it's ass, it could be ass, but people gonna watch it. So we just gotta move into that realm of just building up our name and the clips, people seeing us and shit like that. And I think the clips would do really well. Yeah. Well, they are doing really well. That's like
if we did this way before, we would be in a different place.
Oh yeah,
but it's okay
because we starting it today.
Because we
or now. Oh, it's out?
No, that's the curtain.
Yeah, no, the fact that we starting now, like, I mean, no, the best time to start was yesterday. The next best time is today.
So now, like, you probably still will get the full episodes, but it's not too much in that. I don't know. That's still in development. Niggas might just drop the clips. Because that's
clips,
what y'all watching anyway.
The clips is probably going to be like the sole focus. The podcast may be as like that might just get thrown on a Patreon or some shit like that. So if you're interested in joining the Patreon, check out the Patreon at DUSAFARMS. But it'll have all this. We'll probably do the full thing on there, and you might miss out on some shit other than like you might see some extra shit that we talked about.
Because there's been times we cut out shit because we're like, man, we're gonna get in trouble if we say that shit.
Yeah.
So we might put that on there.
So with the clips, it's just like, man, because there's it's dry moments. Ain't nobody about to sit up here. I'm not no entertainer. He not no entertainer. Like. We just be doing this shit. It's like, why not start? It's good practice because once we get to going, shit is going. Ain't no looking back. It's like, damn, they good at this. It's like, yeah, well, we haven't always been good at it. Shit, this will work. Fuck it.
But on a lighter note, DUSAFARMS going to the motherfucking moon. And on that note,
by the time you see this video, it'll be at 7K.
Welcome to the last, but the latest,
the best,
the same this format.
Yeah.
I'm going to clickbait the shit out the title. And then the podcast or whatever the fuck.
Oh, this is the end.
This is the end for sure.
Oh, that's
because it technically is. This is the end. Like, the way you watching it now won't be. Changing. It's going to be. You probably won't even be seeing this. Nah, you going to see this because I need y'all to know what's going on. But there's still, like, the clips is going to be the majority of the shit. Because we talk about shit. All the episodes that, if you watch all the previous episodes, shout out to you. Because there's a bunch of shit that was said in there that would have been great clips, but we just never did. But it's okay.
We're going back. Yeah, I've been going back and
clipping on them. Recycle and regurgitate. What they say?
That's good things
if
about
you wore a fit and you ain't take a pic, you never wore it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, guess what, nigga? We got fit pics for y'all last all motherfucking December.
What, 20 plus episodes? Man. Well, we recently started. After like episode 20, we were definitely clipping. But the first 10, it was like here and there we tried to clip. But it was like a different type of clip. That was more short, TikTok clip. They were shorts. We didn't make actual clips, so we got plenty of that.
I can't even think off the top of my head some of the shit that I know would have been great clips, but I'm telling you about to see. I don't even think off the top of my head.
It's just all coming, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna flood the area. We try to put something up. It would probably be 3, 4, 5 videos a week sometime. Maybe at least 3, probably 3, and then in between shorts, because shorts is going crazy. Still leave some room for the shorts because that pushes the long time.
We don't really need you to watch the shorts. Yeah, people watch them regardless. They gonna watch them. Watch the shorts.
That shit kind of blowing it all up.
It'd be cool shit.
Really, if you're a YouTuber, fucking no matter what type of YouTuber you are, do shorts. Like, do shorts because, like, YouTube is, like, really integrating that shit. And I ain't one for holding game and nothing like that. YouTube is going crazy with the shorts. That shit really mean a lot. That shit help out a lot. Like, this motherfucker wouldn't be at 900 right now remember last episode we just said we was barely at 800, and all of a sudden we ain't getting no views, but we at fucking 900. It's them damn shorts. Them shorts is going crazy, and then plus that's driving this shit, and the views on this shit is going up. Shout out to whatever the fuck we talked about, the jail stories and the damn. That was actually a good one. I ain't gonna lie, that was entertaining. It's hard for me to watch my own content with me in it because of my voice. But when I could watch something and genuinely enjoy it, I'm like, because we were talking about, I was like, damn, I don't even remember the jail stories. I was like, start watching. I said, oh shit, the mop stick. I was like, damn, this is actually a good one. And you talked about
not to ride my own dick, but there's been a couple of times I've been at work.
I thought you said rob. I was like, damn.
Compromise your appendages, I guess. But not to ride my own dick, pause. But when I be at work, it's been a few times where, especially at the beginning. Nowadays, not so much. Well, literally not at all, because I edited it. So I watched it like 4 or 5 times before it actually came out.
Editing makes it.
I used to watch them shits at work, or listen to them at work while I'm working and shit. I don't know why. Maybe because I was excited.
Exactly. Like, especially, and it's like so new, and then you just starting and you don't really know. It's like you really excited about it, and you don't really, you have a conversation, but like you don't remember. You just talk for a whole hour straight. Ain't no way you remember everything that you talked about in that hour. You gonna remember the biggest moments, but there could have been little moments that slid, and you're like, oh shit, we did talk about it. That was a good moment. That was entertaining. Oh shit.
My dumb ass.
Or you
I would
judge yourself like, oh shit, I'm over here saying, what was the word a motherfucker used to say a lot? I don't know. Yeah, man. Hey, somebody got on me for saying that shit. I was like, damn, my boy. I'm like,
people be like commenting on the shorts.
I'm like, you get interviewed, huh?
Like I see. Remember when the hurricane was going on and we put the shorts?
Yeah, I turned that shit off. I turned the comments
off. This man was like, "This video is so old. Yeah. This is fake.
This is from Chile."
I'm like, God damn, bro.
I said it's a meme. Memes don't ever get.
Why would I say this is me?
And exactly.
Like, what the fuck?
when I was saying something about somebody got mad. It was like a meme about it was a I'm pretty sure it was a walrus or something like that, and it was in Chile or something. I don't know where it was. Somebody else posted. They said something about Florida. I said, "Ooh, I got a meme that come to mind. I'm gonna re-rock the video. I'm gonna do a meme on it and spin off something they did." And boom, that's exactly what I did. I don't know where the fuck the video from. I don't really give two fucks. It's a meme, or is a video a meme, or it's just a meme like video type shit. Yeah. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just do something."
If you see a short, don't even pay it. Just watch it. Don't even look at it like, "Oh, it's them." Just watch the short. Because it most likely isn't us. It's just some shit we saw that was cool, and we like, hey, you should watch this.
I'll re-rock it, make it into something. Like, we find something entertaining. Like,
think of it like y'all in our
had
group
Josh
chat.
Allen humping somebody's head. Like, it's just some goofy ass shit. Yeah, that one actually did really well.
What did you say?
Josh, he ain't humped somebody's head, but it looked like he kind of teabagged somebody on the mid game.
Oh wow.
And I was like, of course you easily could spin that off. It's some funny shit, some goofy shit. And it's like, damn, am I high? Did I just see that? Because that's the typical thing. Being high is like, oh, did that really just happen? Or am I too high for this? So it's like, anytime something crazy happen and it can't really pertain to something, it's just like, oh, I can easily spin this into, am I too high? It's like, boom. But shit, there was one, I think, that Walrus one did. The lightning one, I forgot what it was. The shorts go crazy. That's really a way to get your stuff up. I remember there was one that shit hit 800. I said, yeah, this shit. I told my wife, I said, this shit gonna do 3. I said, this shit gonna do 30K. I put my phone down. We chilling. We go out for the day. Check later. 40K. I said, I told you, babe. I said, I told you when that shit was at 898. I said, I told you what it was gonna do. The thing with shorts, I know a lot of people like the whole game, but with shorts, do the motherfuckers. I mean, don't overdo them. You could do I think you do 8 a day or some shit like that, but do them until you get a number 1 for the day. If you're a YouTuber, you'll see it. For those that aren't YouTubers, you ain't gonna give 2 fucks, but do it until you'll see like ranking. It's like 1 out of 10, whatever. Do it short, like once every hour, every couple hours. Don't do it like every couple minutes. Do at least an hour, and do it until you get that 1. I mean, if you don't get the 1, it's like, all right, whatever, let it go. But try to do that shit, and then it shit'll blow up. If that shit don't hit, delete it, because there's plenty of time motherfucker get like 5 views, and it's like, yeah, gotta go.
I just remembered it was we were trying to think of the specific clip. It was the GTA one. That's the one that's been doing well. The GTA, the hacker one.
Oh yeah, that one was good.
If you haven't seen it,
that was almost at 100.
Go like it. Give it that should be that one going up. That's part of it. Was crazy because we had the conversation about how we were gonna change up the channel because it was pretty stagnant for way too long, and then we dropped this one. Boom, it's starting to go. It was going up. I'm like, okay. That meant to happen. That was our sign. We done with this long episode shit. You been done with it.
Yeah, for sure. Ain't no point in motherfuckers watching the whole hour for one. That's an hour of our day.
Man, I don't even know you niggas.
Exactly. hour out of our day when we could be sitting there. That hour could have been spent editing something or doing something garden wise, and then like, you know, and then the fact that it only gets an average of 5-8 minutes out of the hour. I'm like, damn, I could at least give it a little 30 piece and watch it. But I understand if it's not entertaining, I don't want you to watch that shit. Like me personally, I mean, I show love.
You feel me?
But shit, at the end of the day, motherfucker, that just kind of, it's feedback. We kind of went so long without really, we were getting the feedback. We just want to register in it, and it was like because we got to go look for the feedback, and then because you know you typically looking for like that negative comment or that constructive criticism. But if not, you can go look at analytics, and that's what I started really doing, and that's when we seen like, damn, bro, we suck. I'm like, but it is what it is. And, you know, the hype started at first, died down, and for those that OG stuck around. But guess what? Like he said, we're gonna clips, so you're gonna get all the entertainment out of all of it. Like it's gonna be straight entertainment. Every video you're gonna see is entertainment. That way all the dry moments out of there, you're gonna see it's topic based, so you don't gotta sit there and watch a whole hour to get to the parts you wanna watch. And then shit from there, eventually when we re-rock, when we bring back the podcast shit, you're gonna see interviews at that time. And that's when it's gonna go crazy. I'm like, damn, I ain't seen a podcast in a minute.
I already know who our first guest is gonna be.
Yeah.
And on that note, welcome back, you bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
I think I already said it, but welcome back again after we done get all this fucking explaining and damn near apologizing. I ain't sorry for shit.
Exactly, cause
motherfucker. I had to do it. I had to learn from it.
Ain't no point to say sorry. They motherfuckers not even here no more. Shout out to you, Bigger. Shout out to you, Simply. I'll still here. I fuck with y'all. One love for the bud.
But let's just get into something a little more structured. I got you.
What you got first?
First and foremost,
we'll shoot back and forth.
Let's see what y'all want to do first. All right, so there was a tweet that said non-smokers, right? What is your non-smokers? What is your problem?
Smoke.
Come on, brother. There are people dying in Jacksonville.
Yeah, true. R.I.P. them folks.
Blank. I ain't gonna say his name, but that is a good song. Not anymore, guys. We're leaving it alone. We're a little too old, but at the time. All right, though. But God damn, that for me. Oh, so there was a tweet that said, "People who don't smoke, what is your problem with cannabis?" Now, scrolling through, there was the regular like, it's a drug, it's a psychoactive drug. It's an addiction that people use to suppress their problems. Valid points. Depending on who you are and shit. Some people do, don't deal with their problems and they just get super high all day and all that shit. The gateway drug ones, shut the fuck up. But
Yeah,
there was this one that stuck out to me. This person said, "I'm not anti-cannabis. I'm anti-stoner culture." It's not that he don't like the plant. He doesn't like everything that comes with it. So I perceive that as he don't like the ones that constantly posting that they're smoking, the ones that be like, "I can't eat unless I smoke."
Yeah. The ones that ruin it for everybody.
Yeah,
the ones that ruin it for
all
everybody.
the extra shit. The people, no offense, the people that walk around the raw jogging set.
The meme smokers, the ones that's like really like just that typical, the one they make memes out of, like this is what it is, and it kind of gives it that negative connotation, like, oh yeah, that's what makes people think weed is a gateway drug and shit like that, because motherfuckers don't be like who the fuck, I can't eat until I smoke, or I get some people actually got medical conditions where they have to, but like we all know a homeboy or homegirl that's like, I gotta like get high before we go eat McDonald's, or man, fuck McDonald's, I'd rather get high, fuck my last couple $, I'd rather spend on a couple grams.
Now hold on now. I'm not saying that that's good, but I've been there as a young buck. I done been like, man, we just ate, nigga. Let's go ahead and get us a little dub real quick.
Oh yeah, no, I ain't.
That was back in the day. As an adult, of course we're not doing that. But the stoner culture, that's a very good point, because the ones that really did ruin it, that whole, I ain't gonna put no specific race behind that, nothing like that. But like, the dudes you see on Instagram that be like, rise and shine, and wake and bake, and he's just smoking early in the day. Like, why you not at work? Every time he smoke, he posted. So okay, he's smoking then and then. Don't get me wrong, if that's what you do, I can't tell you what to do. But that's corny, bro. And at this point, if I posted every time I smoke, I'd be in rehab. They'd be like, oh yeah, something not right with that boy.
Yeah, like every time you gotta roll up, it's like maybe that's just how you live. I know social media really got a hold on motherfuckers to be doing shit like that. They gotta show they like third blunt of the day, get yours in, like unless you making money behind that and that's like your ambition, that's like your whole thing,
which is like a
brand
problem all on its own.
Yeah,
bro.
that's like your brand or whatever. So that's cool. But if you just like, bro, you kind of look bummy. Like, is that all you do? You ain't got nothing else going. Like, that's all you do. But
if you got like the crazy raw clothing or the
yeah, you too far in them.
yeah, if you got the crazy raw clothing,
you too far in them spliffs. Motherfucker running around. It's
No.
cool now. I ain't gonna lie. Bottom merch, dude. Shop dudes, we ain't, you know what I'm saying. We don't got papers. That ain't all we about. But change the narrative. But yeah, motherfuckers that be dive down in the weed lease and all that shit. That shit. The only cool thing about that merch with weed lease was the damn Huff socks. Outside of that, you deck down some weed lease, it kind of looked.
And I didn't even wear the Huff socks because I thought I didn't smoke
I thought
when
it was
they first came out.
Yeah, exactly.
But I thought it was inappropriate.
I was like, shit.
And if you smoking, why do you want this attention?
It's damn near like wearing titties on your shirt or something. It's just like,
exactly.
I'm not trying to do that. It's like,
yeah, the questions that come along with it is not worth it.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. My cousin had a pair. He didn't smoke. I was like, damn.
My partner had a pair, one of the one that you know, and he's the most anti-smoking nigga you know.
Yeah,
I'm like, boy, what are you wearing them? But these drip,
fucking poser.
These drip. That's the type of shit that people don't like. The anti-cannabis culture, the anti-cannabis people. Some of them think that we just corny. Let's work towards to change that. Next time, you know,
there are some corny ass ones.
Next time you about to like
with 1 million
play some
subscribers,
music, definitely.
There ain't too many of them out there. So you know
money and clout don't unlame a lame. Don't ever forget that. Money and clout don't unlame a lame.
Yeah, for sure.
But the next time you put up your ring light and all that, and you about to light that blunt with some like tropical rainforest music in the back, don't do it. Just press discard. Fuck it. Not this time, bro. Just wait, cause you fucking it up for the rest of us. I'm trying to smoke at the dinner table or some shit, and everything like, nah, here you go. And some people just say they don't like the smell, which is If you don't smoke, then you won't want to smell that shit. That's all valid points.
Yeah, which I agree. I love the smell of like weed. Like I do love the smell of weed, but I treat it in the aspect of cigarettes. Like, well, I don't like cigarettes, period. But like weed, I like it in the moment. I like to smell it when I want to smell it. Outside of that, I don't really care to smell it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I can see how some people, that's what they, you know what I'm saying, that's what they want to walk around and smell like. But I can see how also on the other side, people just don't like it. It's understandable, especially what you smoke at it. Like if somebody hit a dab, I don't think they really gonna smell like anything like that. But if they hit like leaves and like the actual tobacco products, the nicotine and shit like that, they gonna kind of have like a swisher or some shit like that. That probably have like a more different smell.
When it comes to smoke, I don't like smelling like weed. I don't like the attention it gives up. Like if I would just run into the fucking mailbox, no, I'm not gonna spray no baby powder blunt spray. But if I'm going to like, you know what I'm saying, go watch it. That was a clip. Yeah, that one was actually a clip. So go, you know what I'm saying,
watch that motherfucker.
But if I'm going to the store, yeah, for sure, I might just there you go.
I feel like. No, go ahead.
If I'm going to Walmart or something, like somewhere it's going to be highly populated, I'd rather not smell like weed just because the simple fact that it's going to be like people, and you never know, you might see in Walmart, you might, motherfucking, the whole precinct just went out to go grab a couple of sandwiches from the deli part. They're like, hey, can I talk to you real quick? On that type of shit.
Yeah, but I mean, I get how some people just don't mind that they smell like that. That's like, it's all choice at the end of the day. Like some people, to argue it, I seen a post where somebody said, but yeah, the same motherfuckers that say smell like people smell like, I don't like people smelling like smoke, be the same motherfuckers that be musty and shit like that. Which that's a valid point. Is like you can't be out here musty and talking about the way somebody else smell. At the end of the day, everybody do have a smell. Like everybody smell like they home in a way you just don't know it. Like if you ever go away from home for a while, like a week or two, and you come back home, you gonna be like, oh shit, damn, this, you know what I'm saying? Or you ever put some clothes, like ship some clothes to somebody or some shit like that, or put some clothes in storage and you be like, oh shit.
Yeah, storage clothes, definitely. Yeah. You take them clothes out of like a cabinet or something, like a box, that shit gonna have that same smell, and you're gonna be like, man, I don't smell like that until you take it out from that garage. You gonna be like, yo, this shit smells crazy. You wear that shit, you tripping.
Yeah, you don't know until like if you always send to something you don't know. That's just like growers and shit like that. Motherfuckers desensitized to like being in a grow room. Like you might get like if you do a stem rub or rub that shit, you gonna be like, damn, this shit's strong, whatever. But just being in there, bro, it's like COVID knows. Your ass don't really. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some people could just probably walk around. You probably walk, but as you like in there all day, every day, that shit can kind of like die down, and so you like go to smell it. But as you just walk past some shit, you like, oh yeah, I smell like something. But after being in all day, you be like, nah, I don't smell nothing. I'm breathing air.
in summary, mind your fucking business.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like
everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Just because you don't smoke weed does not mean your opinion is invalidated.
Yeah.
You could do whatever you want. You have the right to not want to fuck with it. If you smoke cigarettes, you don't have an opinion.
That shit about to be illegal if it's not already. I don't remember.
Cigarettes?
I ain't really followed up on it, but more people smoke weed than cigarettes now, and more people. I think it's like
that clip
the poll.
soon too.
I think it's like 67% of the entire United States want legalization to happen. I don't know how they do their polls or whatever like that, but
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how that goes. They could just be throwing some random ass.
It could have been like a Twitter poll or some
Facebook
shit that somebody just grabbed it.
yeah, right.
You never know.
Instagram poll or some shit. Like I don't know, but according to the statistics on multiple things, I seen it was around there. So I mean, that's exciting. That's exciting to see.
What you got for us, bro?
Shit, Kanye. Gotta talk about Ye.
I'm so tired of defending this nigga, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's getting so exhausting.
Just like how we was on both sides, like, you know what I'm saying? We saw both sides on there.
Yeah.
I see both sides on this.
I do too, but I'm tired of telling people about the other side.
Exactly. That's the thing is, because initially you're gonna see him like, yo, he's a nut, right? Which, I mean,
very valid point.
Yeah, he
obviously is.
He a little nutty, but
my girl is a superstar from a home movie.
At
all
the
that
same
shit,
time,
crazy.
If you just take a step back and try to really like put yourself outside of whatever opinion you got and really like dissect it and think about it, it's like, for those that don't know, Ye is just everybody should know about Kanye. The motherfucker is like the biggest. It's like you should not. He rocking White Lives Matter t-shirts. The Instagram post back and forth with the Kardashians. And
that was the most recent thing.
Yeah,
he did a White Lives Matter T-shirt, and that is the most recent.
Which is,
I get it though. I think
his
response,
get it. Yeah, his response it made me like, okay, yeah.
Wait, he respond. All right, before you say his response,
you didn't see it.
No, before you say
I checked the likes to see if you liked it either. I don't. Yeah, that's why I brought this up.
Say what you think it was.
Okay. Well, about the White Lives Matter.
My original, initial. Like, what'd you think?
So when I seen it, I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was like some Spin or the Virgil shit, which I just come to find out there was some stuff released about like saying some shit about Virgil. We're gonna dive into the Virgil shit, all right?
It's gonna be a long clip.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeezy.
Ye been tripping.
Send some Yeezys, man. Sponsor the podcast. Sponsor the clips.
Yeah, I wear them big ass clothes if you want me to. Shit.
But
trash bag jacket.
So when I seen the thing, I seen the White Lives Matter. All I said was every time I see something crazy, I just be like, damn, yeah, tripping. But it's just so like normal. We desensitized to it. Like we expect that out of him. He's been doing it for a long time. His antics, and you can't cancel him. Like how you gonna cancel somebody that's like
a billionaire? Yeah,
exactly. Like one time out of the year, you gonna at least hear some song. Somebody gonna play one of his songs at least one time. Like
whether you know it or not.
Yeah, like you got all the oldest bangers with his ass on it. Like you can't help that. You can't beat that. You want his shoes. Some people want his clothes, but definitely the shoes. You got to go with the shoes and all this other stuff that goes behind it. But his which I'm assuming he probably drop an album soon with all the antics going on. I don't know. That's usually how that work. I feel like.
Well. But you would think so, but he's been doing this shit for so long that I don't even.
Yeah,
he don't really
doing this he could just drop at any point. It's like it's gonna get streams, it's gonna get plays. If not, you know what I'm saying? He don't really need the announcement. He's so big, he's not gonna pull it the baby and get like fucking what our YouTube views on the fucking this motherfucker.
This nigga said our YouTube views.
He got what 15,000 plays. We got 116,000. Fucking damn. That shit crazy.
They did. We can get to that too. I'll write it down.
But I mean, when I first seen it, like I said, when I first seen it, I thought it was like a spinoff on the Virgil. I was like, maybe he just doing like we thinking too deeply and reading the White Lives Matter, and then he probably could just be doing like it's Off-White. I don't know. Like I don't know.
That's what you thought.
I'm trying to play victim advocate. I don't know. I'm trying to give him like some type of hope
from a veteran Kanye defendant, veteran Kanye litigator. When I originally saw the post, I just saw, okay, White Lives Matter. Okay, he made this shirt due to the fact that when their Black Lives Matter quote was big, everybody would be like, what about my white life? What about all lives? I think he made this t-shirt to show, watch, there's no outrage from people saying like, well, what about Black Lives Matter or All Lives Matter? Because once you implement the white lives in there, now it's no longer a problem. That's what I looked at it as. But I also looked at it as, nigga, you ain't tripping, boy.
And probably that, like, kind of like saying, like, damn, y'all just let that shit die down, right? Like, oh, y'all forgot about, Black Lives Matter or some shit like that.
And this is the first time I said that explanation, because every time somebody sent it to me, I just double tap. Yeah. I didn't feel like getting into it with nobody. I just be like, oh, okay. He tripping. Hold laughing emoji.
Oh yeah, you being a Kanye fan, I know everybody sent you that shit.
They're like, boy, your boy tripping, ain't he? Double tap.
He responded to him.
What'd he say?
So one of the Kardashians, I think it was like Khloe, she said something to him. I don't know. It's like keep the name, family out of the name, blah blah blah. Have a normal whatever. That'd probably be on the screen somewhere. You could read it. But he responded, and then he said, it was like his response. He said, people keep talking about me wearing the White Lives Matter shirt and stuff like that. Here's my response. They do. I said that's so. I said that's some Kanye shit right there. Because I mean, and when I see that part, I know some people are gonna be butthurt about it. I mean, technically they do. All lives do matter. Every single, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's life does matter.
Everybody's life matters to somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Like no matter what, everybody has value to somebody else, whether mom, dad, friend, whatever, themselves. Somebody got some value, and it was just funny to see him rock that response. Like if it would have been like an all lives matter shirt, I feel like it would have been a little played out. But since he put the white in there, like everybody like. I don't know. And at the same time, he is tripping. I ain't sitting here like, you know what I'm saying?
But at this point, y'all know better. Yeah. This nigga do this all the time. And then in a couple months, there's going to be an interview that comes out where he explains himself and everybody be like, yo, this nigga was ahead of time. Because watch, in 3 months, you heard it here first. In 3 months, to this day, he's going to drop, or less, he's going to drop an interview and he's going to be talking about the shirt. It's not going to be his interview, but he's going to be on the interview and he's going to be like, they're mad at me because I said every human being, every one of God's creatures matters. How does that make sense? And everybody's gonna be like, yeah, you know what? But Kanye, they only saying that because we had Black Lives Matter. Yeah, but we do this now. Look, I'm trying to bring unity, and then they're gonna be, man, well, we don't like the way you said it. And he's gonna say, I'm a billionaire, and that's gonna be the end of that. I'm a veteran Kanye. And
I'm going to get it to the point where
I'm going to start charging this nigga. I'm going to start charging this nigga. I might go get my Yeezys from in there real quick.
Also, what makes it like crazy about it is like I was seeing his stuff. He's talking about like a black father. Every time he like talks like the Kardashians, he's like how you do a black man, a black father, da 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 da. He always say something about being a black father and all that when he like explains himself in that aspect with the kids and everything like that. And then he says that. So I'm like, maybe he was kind of like dialing back since he's always saying like black this, black that. He was kind of like dialing back to like equal it out. I don't know, but I don't know, motherfucker. So and then somebody, I seen somebody. I was like, let me read the comments because I know motherfuckers is outraged. Somebody said, white person too, unfollowed. I said, I go look at his followers. He like 17.9 million. I said, okay. I said that unfollowed didn't do a damn thing. I was trying to see how. I was like, I don't know how many he had before, but I was like, shit, 17 million. I said, it ain't gonna hurt too bad.
Shout out to Tom in the comments. Yeah. I also saw this post. And I ended with this one that said, everybody who's mad at Kanye for having the White Lives Matter shirt literally boosted his white wife and her whole family into billionaire stardom.
I seen that too. Damn. Yeah.
While perpetrating black people. It's not like it was no secret that Kardashians became blacker and blacker, and now all of a sudden they all getting whiter and whiter again.
My wife be watching the TV show.
Yeah, everybody's girl watched the Kardashians at some point in life.
I'll be looking. I'll be just like.
When my mom and them used to watch it, I'll look over every now and again.
I glance.
Or like, hey, sit right here because I done did some dumb shit and I'm watching it. I'm like, wait, so she married to him she was married for 30 days? You could do that? All that type of shit. So I'm already seeing like, basketball player. Then I start Googling shit. I'm like, oh, she fucking.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, she fucking.
That was like the biggest thing ever.
I like this show.
I don't know if that's what put her on, but
it surely did.
It did?
She was,
I know a lot of people always said it, but I never really truly knew. I just know that's like my initial, what I remembered about her.
She was Paris Hilton's assistant.
Oh.
So I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Kim for going so crazy that she surpassed Paris Hilton and all that. But yeah, she was Paris Hilton's assistant now.
Paris Hilton is what?
She was used to be the Kim Kardashian like the early 2000s.
Yeah, I don't know where she at now. That's what I mean. I think she's Hilton Hotels.
Yeah, right? I think she's last thing I seen about her, she's not doing she's not playing the dumb blonde bimbo role no more. She's like a grown up now, so she's either like DJing or some shit.
Yorkie out of person said, "I'm boss." She DJing.
I think she had a DJing thing. If I'm not capping, it's on the screen. But look,
DJ Pauly D.
But this is the thing. They love her.
Really?
Think about it. Somebody who grew up in the early 2000s or some shit, and they remember Paris Hilton, and they into the little EDM music or whatever the fuck. They at these big Las Vegas pool parties with the DJ up there. If it's not Shaq, then it's Diplo, Marshmello. Paris Hilton's in here. Paris Hilton probably getting like $500,000 to M for it. Maybe has a residency and getting a couple M's. And she's just throwing these parties like, yeah, we party with Paris Hilton. She might take a shot with you or some shit. It's money. It's better than Tila Tequila. You feel?
Yeah.
You see what she on now? Ooh, fuck, bro.
I gotta catch up.
Tila Tequila is a Nazi now.
Huh?
She's a Nazi. She's a devout Christian. I also had an encounter with a skinhead today.
No, how'd that go? So no. You mean to tell me you had an encounter with a skinhead? Not like he had tattoos and shit.
All right, fuck it. Fuck Tila Tequila. She's a Nazi and she like really religious now.
Yeah, fuck Tila.
All right, so I was at work, right?
Literally,
I'm not gonna say where, cause but it's it's a job that people would be like, damn, that's a good job. I do my thing. So I'm at work and the person comes in. And I don't care. I don't judge. I'm not judging nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I look like somebody you would like to judge. So I ain't tripping. But this person come in first. I saw him walk past. He walked past the building, looking for the door. He walked past the door. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna say nothing because maybe he's looking for something else. So he finally comes in and was like, hey, can I get whatever service that I provide at this pause that my job provides?
That shit sounds so out of context, but yeah.
You'll understand one day.
One day.
When I don't work there no more, I definitely tell you. So he was like, I'm gonna go
watch
to the car
the
and go
fucking
get
video
it.
so we don't gotta work there.
You know what I'm saying? So he comes back with his shit. I'm helping him out with everything as normal. So as I'm helping him out with the shit, I end up because he's showing me something. I'm like, I look down, I see his hands. White boy. But like WHYTE, and then the suggestive shit like this is like a bulldog or some shit. One of them like, I used to watch Gangland a lot.
Okay.
A lot of the suggestive skinhead tattoos. You got certain numbers that the HH numbers and shit. I can't remember. It might be 13 something.
What's HH?
Hail Hitler. And all that type of shit. Yeah.
Damn, people really fucked with him.
So he had the mustache,
for sure.
Little
mustache.
If you look up like that little era, little wave of people, they go crazy with that whole they real deal. Especially the ones in prison.
Yeah, the prison shit.
Full
I heard
body tats of Hitler and skinheads and all that goofy ass shit. Yeah,
be American.
Yeah, dickhead. Blonde hair, blue eyes, not even. This nigga. His dad from Italy and shit, he just white. The people in there don't know. He just scared. He hoping he don't get fucked in there. Neither here nor there.
How you feel about that shit when you saw he's like, what the fuck?
But that's the thing. I tried. I really tried not to, because he wasn't tripping. So I'm like, okay, he not tripping. I'm not gonna trip. But I feel like it was my, in a black that it just my body changed. I felt it, and I couldn't control it. My face, my regular face, I felt my eyebrows get heavy. I start mean mugging. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm mean mugging. My hands is balled up. Well, one hand is balled up. I'm still helping. I'm like, why my hands balled up? And I keep looking down at this shit, and I'm like, pause. And I keep looking down at the tats. Like I'm like trying to verify real quick. Like, what the fuck? Now,
if he would have said anything like "thanks, homie," "thanks, brother," "thanks,
boy,"
it would have been over.
So I think that's why I started tensing up like that, because I'm anticipating, oh, this is about to be some shit, and I ain't tripping. Homelander was in the building. That's all I'm gonna say.
I am better.
I'm like, nigga, I'm finna show you something. I might not even have to put my hands on you. Shit, but I'm doing the shit, and I could tell. I think when I noticed the tattoos, he noticed that I noticed. Like, I think he didn't expect somebody that looks like me to be in the establishment. But when I happened to look down, look back up, he was in the midst of looking back up too. So he must have saw that I saw the tattoos. So now it's this.
Yeah, because he's following your eye track. He was probably see what you're trying to look at. Yeah.
Not to mention he had a lazy eye. But it was crazy. Because that's the first thing I noticed when he walked in. But I'm not going to be like, oh, shit, this nigga eye falling out his head. I was just like,
I would have been fucking with him. I'd be like, whoop, whoop.
I'm like,
do a lot of movement.
Is that the reason why your ass missed the fucking dough 3 times? Or you on drugs? Because you also kind of fidgety.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? But that's common around where I work
tweaker.
at. So I ain't really tripping. Like, hey, you do what you do. You smoke, you gonna smoke. Just don't step in the
all white face.
You know what I'm saying? Now, we done. I give him his receipt and everything. But I could tell in my voice. My voice is a little different now. Had a little more basic behind it and everything. I guess, when dogs' hair stand up, I guess that's what was happening. My hair was standing. The hair on my fucking scalp was standing up. They were starting to lock. So he was like, all right, man, thank you. And I appreciate the customer service, and walked out. I breathed easy after. I'm like, what the fuck was that? First of all, that was my first time ever experiencing anything like that.
I don't think I've ever.
As dark as I am, I have never seen or like a skinhead with eye busters on them. And I usually be wearing my Yankee hat with the Ku Klux Klan whacked out and shit. I happen not to be wearing it that day.
I ain't never seen that one. I probably just never.
I wore it a few episodes.
I never paid attention to it.
Klansman right here whacked out, and the back of it says Klux Busters.
Oh shit! I have seen it. Yeah.
To let you know, like when you see it, I'm on bullshit.
Yeah, imagine you was wearing that shit. He would have been like,
that would have been great.
You know the shit where it's P Diddy and the one dude on stage.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like that. That's how it felt though. As soon as like I looked up from his tattoos, it just felt like that for like that little split like little 5-second span. We looked at each other, and then I continued talking about the shit. And then at the end, he was like, all right, thanks for the customer service, and left. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that was. It could have been like one of them, like, nah, I was just doing that because I was in this situation where I had to do it. Either way, you still did it. I don't care. But it didn't end bad, so I ain't tripping.
Yeah, I ain't.
Shout out to my niggas.
I don't think. I mean, I've seen some like going around. I think I've like seen them, like people that were like, I don't know. I ain't
people
seen
that fit the bill.
Yeah, for sure. I have seen people.
Shout out to Adam 22.
Yeah, he do. Adam do. I ain't gonna lie. Adam, when he had the ball, Adam did look good.
That was a rough era.
Yeah.
If he did, that's why he had to throw the grills in and all that shit.
He did. He was. And then that's when he was only doing like BMX. I don't even think he was doing too much hip hop shit back then. Other than like
when he started the hip hop shit with like Lil Pump in that era, he was wearing grills with chains on and shit.
Yeah, Adam.
And he was also like 35.
Adam, man.
So it was ugly. But it was like, damn, boy,
he is older.
That's why he said he got his shit done, because he was looking too much like a skinhead and shit. He had head tattoos.
He looked like a whole different dude. Like,
yeah, but that's shout out to Adam. But yeah, that dude had the fucking tats, and I was like, damn, man, is this the day? Like, I have to fight for my people today. Like, I tell you what,
White Lives Matter.
It ain't been a fair one for the last 400 years. You would have been a fool to think it was a fair one that day. Bow!
Call 911.
I'm just joshing, guys. A man of peace.
That's crazy. I couldn't even. I don't even know how. Dream. I don't even know how I feel. I just be like, you said dream.
I was talking about Martin Luther King.
Oh shit.
Nah, I mean, I didn't know how to feel at the moment. It just all happened. I didn't have no time to prepare. Just happened to. I didn't even notice at first. If he was wearing sleeves, I would have never known. Which makes you think, like, how many people you see every day that might have been like...
Well, even people without tattoos or the looks or anything like that, just people... Because people could have, he could have been a changed person. He could have had that ideology at one point. He could have been influenced by somebody, and which is still like, all right, you shouldn't let anybody influence you. But that's what happens. And, people get influenced to be gang members. He could have went to prison, got influenced to be a Klux member, which is beyond me. And then he had a change of heart, which you should have got the shit whacked out, whatever you got to do. But that could have been the case, but I don't know. It might not be. He might be a little bit not. He might be physically loud and proud, but not mentally loud and proud about it because he sure wasn't on nothing.
Hey, shout out to that Klansman today. Nigga, you wasn't on shit. Beat your motherfucking ass.
Fuck him.
I don't give a fuck about none of that change, man. Shit, you still got tattoos.
When you said dream, it reminded me. I had this dream the other shit. I've been sitting on this shit for like 2 weeks. I meant to talk about like 2 weeks ago.
I do remember you saying that.
Yeah.
We left with it.
Exactly. I don't know where we went with it. We probably talked about something else, but I had this dream, and I was I just had a dream. I don't remember. I wasn't doing nothing crazy or anything like that. I just had a dream, and I had some weed, right? I had some weed. I had like 2 bags of weed. One was just like whatever. I had this other bag, and this was my favorite one, and it was just so beautiful. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Oh, I can explain it. It was like very frosty, but not too frosty. I don't know how to explain that. But it like the orange on it, it had like a lot of amber, but like really bright, like it stood out the amount of, because usually you'll see some, hairs and stuff like that, the amber and stuff like that. You've seen that on plenty of like buds and shit like that. But this one was like super bright, like it stood out. It was damn near red. And it was like, that shit just like, I didn't know what to call it. I was like, yo, this shit is just, I'm giving a horrible explanation of this shit, but that shit was just like incredible looking. It was just like the most beautiful thing ever. I woke up slobbing on my face, right? And I woke up and I seen that shit. And I was like, damn, I gotta recreate that. Like, I'm talking about, it was like, I ain't never seen anything. I try to Google pictures and find it. And I gave a horrible explanation of it only because I don't want nobody to mimic me.
I just see some weed too, bro. I know exactly what you're talking about. The game getting crazy.
Crazy.
Young Marty Shark Loud, nigga, he took a picture on his story, and I swear that shit look. Unless you know other shit. I'm not saying he is, though. That shit look like it had coke on it. Oh my That's God. How frosty it was caked up on there, too. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Where is this coming from?
It's getting out of this world.
I mean, you know, it's a looks world nowadays. It could be fucking the same lemon cherry, but as long as it look great, that's the world it's in now. But I ain't gonna lie, that would have got the fuck out of me.
And I've been hearing a lot of people saying that. I mean, that it's like reverting back. You know how it's, you know what I'm saying?
So OGs and shit,
it's all the candy and shit. Now it's all going back to the OGs. I keep hearing every time I watch like an interview with somebody with like a, you know, big dog in the game. They always talk about OGs, and I'm looking at like the breeding projects I want to start, and I was like looking at some of the OGs and shit like that, cause I want to start some breeding shit. But I ain't gonna tell y'all what the crosses is. I mean, it's a lot of people that don't cross it. I'll tell y'all the first one is TK. But other than that, like, I ain't gonna tell you what I'm gonna cross it with, which is, you know, TK that's trying to push from out of Florida and shit like that. So of course I'm gonna keep it with the land. I kind of know, but since I know about the like breeding shit now, like I don't really got too much experience in it, but I know about it now. Like my brain's clicking with it, and I know a lot of people that really like are about like doing that shit. So I got like brains to pick about it, and I've learned a lot along the way. So like I was like, now it's only right that I start like fucking off on the side with my like own little shit and trying to like actually create something. Because at first we did our ideas, and I want to tell. I'm gonna tell you off camera. I'm gonna tell you off camera. I'm gonna tell you on camera, but we're gonna bleep it out and back to y'all. Like we there's some breeding shit coming. And like, cause somebody coming today, they said that it was like, when we gonna get some, like when y'all gonna bring some Dusa shit to the market, blah blah blah. And it's like, damn, like you want that? And I was like, a lot of people liked it, and I was like, shit. I was like, shit. I've already been planning. If you want your signature, like no matter what, like if you doing this shit, like everybody kind of, you want something that's yours in a way, not like on a selfish standpoint. You just kind of want something that represents you, or just something that you could be proud about. Like, I mean, you could be proud about the next person's genetics. Maybe you like pheno hunted and you got your version of the GG fucking Gorilla Glue or whatever cookies, whatever you want to throw your mix on, so it's technically yours. Like that's your pheno, like that you hunted or whatever. But at the same time, you want something that's like really 100% yours. So I was like, shit. People asking for it, and I was like, first thing I'm gonna do, once I get that shit going, all the testers, all subscribers, everybody that subscribed to the DUSAFARMS channel, not everybody, but the first 100 people, I'm sending all them bitches out for the free. Just sending them all out to test them, keep me updated, because that's a whole bunch of free testers right there. You ain't gotta like have nobody big. Of course, I'm
Big Hurt. You know you getting.
And after that, it's like exactly Big Hurt. Like that's the first person. Come on, man. Exactly. To send them shits to everybody, just boom, 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 get them shits out of the bud. A lot of people gonna have that. Well, I don't know about 100 kind of a lot now that I think about it, but I'm gonna send that shit to a lot of people, and then from there, branch it off to the YouTubers, and from there, it's like, all right, they fucking with it. It's got a name behind it. Boom. To the contest it goes. See how they rocking with it. See how it score. Which I want to do the cups and shit like that. I feel like I'm just like, it's gonna be one of the moments like, damn, when do I think it's gonna be good enough to go to a cup? It's like it's gonna always have that opinion, like when is it gonna be good enough? Because it's like I'm always be critical of it in a way.
Things are about to go
for sure
to the next level. And speaking of next level, as far as this cannabis shit, got some news, man. We talked about it a couple weeks ago, but we weren't for sure. Oh. October 30th, New York City, Cookies will be opening.
Oh shit!
Cookies in New York City.
You know that I seen the video. I think it was like doing like a time lapse in a building or some shit like that. But I seen like it's all blue building, like tall New York style. Like that's very. To me, it's very weird to see that type of like. I'm not used to the city life. Me, I'm on the country outskirts, so like the stacked up buildings. Like it's a nice ass building. I mean, the blue stands out. Against everybody or whatever. But
that little real estate right there. So expensive. Like a few years ago when Supreme store on in New York, it was about to close down. It did close down. They relocated it, but the original location, I can't remember off the top of my head where it was. But the original location went up for sale because they like, well, or for rent. Because now since Supreme not there no more, now somebody can just come in. It was $60,000 a month. For that location. $60,000 for the Supreme Store's location. That was like 3-4 years ago. So probably like 80, maybe 100.
That's one of them employees that work in their salary.
And not to mention, Supreme probably is the reason why that price was so high on that block. But you know, New York real estate is expensive. I'm not really sure where exactly this Cookies is supposed to be, But knowing downtown, that's probably a $50,000.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna be in like the hugest.
Not to mention all the taxes and all the other shit they got. New York taxes. Come on, God bless you, nigga. God bless you, Bernie.
Imagine this though.
That's why you dropping that album.
You know how they open up, people gonna be hyped that it's cookies and stuff like that. But with interstate still being the thing, you can't. Once the interstate, like they allow the interstate commerce and shit like that, and they're able to like ship the shit out. Imagine like when because everybody Cali weed, wherever you go, no matter where in the country, the world, not even the world, everybody that smokes weed, they know like the Cali shit. Everybody just Cali exclusive. Cali is the best weed, right? It's the mecca of weed. Whenever they allow like interstate commerce, they're gonna have places like that, New York at the cookies, and they're gonna ship it. It's gonna be like, this is the New York local menu. These are what the New York people are growing, and here's the Cali cookie menu. And people gonna go crazy because I think it's
extra exotic.
Barcelona or something like that. They got their menu, and then they got the Cali menu. They literally got Cali menu, and that's the menu that go crazy.
I'm gonna say this though, we all know cookies is a big brand, but this location is gonna make and or break for at least the city, because New York has always had good weed. It's always been. If you from New York, our sour diesel is synonymous.
Yeah,
every rapper
diesel.
that fucked with it. We had Branson. We had all this other like legendary shit in the cannabis game. You just don't get the respect for it because it's cold and all that shit. I'm not sitting here asking for no respect or nothing. That's corny. But I will say, New York has always been known for good weed. So if Cookies has like a rough time, like how Vegas did, the Vegas openings, and there was like, yeah, all the weed in Vegas bad because of the humidity and shit. That's not gonna work in New York. Y'all better be on y'all P. I'm sure they will.
You pretty much it's like you're not finna just come and like shit on nobody really.
No, not even just
like,
that.
Y'all gonna come and do y'all thing
unless your shit is fire. It's gonna be told.
You won't fuck up. And
man,
like,
don't go to Cookies, bro. That shit ass. Go to the Aki store or some shit.
Yeah.
Or go to I got.
Because like if you open up in like fucking what's like not Nevada, that's Vegas, or what's a random one of these middle central countries. You open up one of them places like a Cookies open up there. Everybody know Cookies. They're gonna be like, oh, whether it's good or bad, they're gonna gravitate towards Cookies because it's Cookies. But you go somewhere where there's already some sort of competition, somebody holding down. Because I ain't gonna lie, the West Coast do be thinking they shitting on the East Coast. The West Coast, y'all just had this shit going a lot longer. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, and what y'all do, y'all got it on lock. The Cali is the Mecca weed.
Y'all got a cheat code. Y'all got the weather.
Yeah, like y'all been blessed, and all kudos to y'all. Y'all really paved the way for shit like that. But the East Coast, like y'all can't just shit on them now. There's some good shit on the East Coast. There's some Booth, there's some meds and shit like that. Some Reggie, but same thing could be said on the Cali side. Cause I've been seeing it's a lot of shit been going on.
New York is known for having good weed. Philly people be having good weed, according to Gilly. I don't really be smoking in Philly, so I don't know.
I guess on a broader, it's easier to get good weed in Cali as opposed to like the East Coast.
The big cities, you're gonna get good. You can find good weed easy. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing with the big cities. Is also the finesses who's gonna put the bullshit in the Zod bag. And I meant to speak on this earlier. I'm a unpopular opinion. Some OGs are way better than exotic. I ain't gonna hold you. I get higher off certain OGs. Like if I get a little $100 ounce of Bubba, and it smell like
people shit on Bubba, but Bubba really
strong.
Yeah,
they got that real strong nose, and I smoke it, and they got that little citrus taste. That's worth it. I go back if I bought a zip. I'm going back. I'm like, yo, let me get the other 3. I'm buying that whole QP. It's been a minute since I had some book. This whole exotic wave share everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Now
Plus,
the OGs
I've been
are
smoking
becoming
them
exotic.
Medusa weed for a
exactly.
minute, so you know what I'm saying. And we finna have some OGs too. So
exactly, for sure.
But don't sleep just because it's not the shit that you're rapping about. Well, Boston Richie, he rap about Bubba and shit. I think that was his thing. He was just a Bubba salesman and all that. But Bubba ain't bad, bro. Y'all better get up.
People shit on
not just Bubba, but like all the other OGs.
Yeah, a lot of them like people shit on because a lot of people do like flavors. I feel like it's just the wave of like our generation, I guess, or just the younger generation even under us or whatever.
Runts.
Yeah, the candy. Everybody want. Yeah, really, that's the movement. Candy became the movement, and it's like really like it's like if it ain't candy, especially if it don't got no color, if it don't got no frost, it's like it's whack.
Is it runts?
Because it's some shit.
At this point, you just make some shit up. There's so many strains and or bullshit strains out there that you can literally just make up any. What kind of weed is this? This donkey butter. Donkey Butter is a real strain. You thought I made that up for a joke. Donkey Butter is a real fucking strain. Jet Fuel, fucking Donkey Piss. That's a thing. There's a lot of piss strains.
Cat Piss.
Cat Piss is definitely a
South Park episode where he went to Titty
Chief
Land.
Keef. Good loud pack smell like cat piss. All that type of shit. So there's a bunch of shit. But I'm telling you, them OGs, man, don't sleep on them shit.
Which I'm kind of glad that I feel like it's kind of like the market. You know how the market is like gone so low now. Like, you know, people shit $1,000 peas, shit $800 peas or some shit, like some crazy like ass numbers for peas. Mm-hmm. Like it usually like two is like a two grand for a pea was like all right, that's cool, shit. But back in the day, people, you know what I'm saying, like I remember hearing old heads talk about like the prices they was paying. They'll go grab motherfucking pea for $3+ and some shit like that and turn around and just make a, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, damn, the fact that and it's gonna trickle down so much. And then I was like, I feel like that kind of goes as soon as the candy flavor, as soon as people stop, like everybody's so like desensitized to the candy and shit like that. It's like, all right, I just want some like.
It's gonna switch
some OG shit. Like I want some like, and it's like boom, that kicks back up that wave. And I feel like that'll kind of like after that wave, the OG waved out because it's always gonna be like it's kind of like the stock market, up and down, shit like that. People's change as you get like right now, the OGs are gonna be the exotic for right now because they're so rare compared to all the candies. And then the OGs pick up, then the candies become exotic again, and then from there, when the candies come back, it's gonna be even new flavors at that point. So it's gonna be, some new shit. They ain't no more Sunday Driver no more. I just thought it.
It's gonna become to the point where good weed is gonna be so regularly available and affordable.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's gonna get. You're gonna see, instead of people gonna be branding like, oh, this is exotic, this is that. It tastes like this. Then after that, it's not even gonna be that no more. You're gonna see an insurgence of small batch brands. Cause now we need a way to differentiate.
They passing laws for like farmer, like small, like small farmers to be able to sell straight to consumers.
See, that's the thing though. Of course, that's good for like, you know, home growers. I'm not talking about the home growers. I'm talking about the companies that are going to brand their shit as small batch. Like, remember we talked about a while ago. You didn't see it because you didn't support it. But we talked about a while ago that marijuana gonna become like alcohol. You're not buying that fucking $10 bottle of E&J just off the strength because you know it's E&J. It's gonna get you drunk. It's $10 though. You can't pull up on the hose with a bottle of E&J. Yeah. But the bottle, the $40 Hennessy or wherever you at, it might be different. You get the Hennessy or some shit. It got a name behind it, or something that say VSOP. Because now it's like, oh, this is a special, very special operating performance. I don't know.
I was trying to figure out what the OP
I don't know what this shit is. Okay.
Overpowered.
Yeah, that shit. Whatever. It's gonna be the same thing with weed, but instead they're gonna call it small batch because it's gonna become a rapper or someone influential that's gonna start speaking on like the little small shit about the cannabis world that nobody know about, and they're gonna start talking about growers and strains and genetics and shit, and he's gonna say some shit, or she is gonna say some shit to the effect of, I don't even be smoking this shit that you can get in store. I fuck with my girl, all my shit small batch. Then another rapper that he fuck with is gonna be like, I'm only smoking exclusive small batch from such and such, from such and such.
And like that person is like made to order type shit. Like he ain't growing for the masses, he growing for these specific, and that's why I got a number behind it.
Now all the rappers instead of saying like, oh, we got the Zion, it's gonna be small batch in, and the price is going up, or the ticket high, because now it's like, I gotta buy this Douce version of this marijuana Douce because I don't want to just pull up on her with no bubble. I don't want to pull up on her. I'm sure Run's gonna have that thing, but I don't want to pull up on her with the regular runts. I gotta have the VSOP runts or the Casa runts or whatever the fuck they gonna. You know what I'm saying?
Because you might got B grade when the motherfucker go, because a motherfucker always gonna hold on to their top tier, their A grade and shit like that. And if the motherfucker like want to cut, it's like, yeah, here go. Some people gonna throw the A grade, you know what I'm saying? But of course, you always gonna want to keep that like number one. It's like, nah, number 2, number 3 are fire, but here I'll give you number 2 type shit. It's like I still got like the deal. You got the deal as well. Like everybody gonna think, but at the same time, like comparing these to each other, you could tell this one is better type shit. And then that's how it's gonna go. It's like I released the B grade to whoever or the number 2s, but it's like the number A is like the excuse to the VSOP type shit, which that'd be interesting to see something like that.
I'm telling you, it's coming soon.
Especially like
because there's always got to be some sort of exclusivity to make people buy it. It's part of consumerism,
and it's all it takes is literally. I mean, I'm not saying like a rapper could single-handedly blow up a strain. Like that phase is kind of like dying down.
Young Dolph blew up Gelato.
Young Dolph did blow up Gelato. I wouldn't know about it, to be honest, if it weren't for him, to be honest. I'm be honest. I ain't grow up big. Yeah, for sure. I wasn't big into the strains. Like, motherfucker was just like Cali. That's why I say Cali's so far ahead. And like Cali, like from like the 90s and fucking the 2000s and shit, like they been doing strain names and shit like that. Motherfuckers is like,
we knew like 3 strains in New York. Yeah. Sour was like the main one, and that was like the name for like most good weed. Yeah. They just called it sour. Even
sour. Yeah, I was in Florida and I knew of sour. You know what I'm saying? They would get that shit from like being on the East Coast, shit like that. Florida, there was some hazes, fucking Triangle Kush and shit like that. Fucking, which I didn't even know. Florida OG, which we had that. They would just call it. We wouldn't say Florida OG because they would just be like this OG, blah blah blah, and then people would be like this OG gas or just OG. I ain't know that's what Crippy was. I ain't know that. Like
you the first person talking about that Crippy shit. I ain't know what that was. I thought you was playing.
I ain't know about Crippy. The only Crippy I knew was fucking when Bad Bunny sung a song about Crippy Kush. I ain't know Crippy was like a Florida thing. I ain't know it was like literally the name for Florida OG, which I could be entirely
wrong
about
shit, hold on.
I'm pretty sure.
So we almost over, but I need something for the algorithm real quick. Have you seen you pay attention to the BET Awards?
No
one does because who cares about BET? Yeah. It's owned by white people.
What?
It's not our. Yeah, Viacom owns BET. That shit.
Wait,
that shit.
Bro,
that shit ain't been out for a minute.
The name is literally Black Yeah, whatever.
But the person like Mona Scott, I think her name is. She still work on like the shows and shit, like the TV shows that's there. But that shit, the main person is definitely a white-owned corporation. Neither here nor there. So they had a BET Awards now. This has always been talked about by academics and different media people. Like, oh man, the fucking BET Awards be holding nuts. Like, these people don't be showing love. They just fuck with whoever's trending and shit. If I'm not mistaken, Meg Thee Stallion won Best Something over Lil Baby and like a few other people. But you know, it is what it is. You know that
nobody. I don't care what era it was. Nobody better than Lil Baby. Like in this era of new people. Like I promise you, it's just nobody is. Nobody that came in at the same time as Lil Baby is better than him.
If you want to have a debate like who's better lyrically or whatever the case may be, I'm gonna be honest. Meg not in there.
Yeah.
If we talking about in the different styles of music and different shit, there's a bunch of wild cards you could throw in there that'd be like, nigga, what did you say? Like they'd be like, who's one of the hottest people out? You'd be like, Rio the Young OG. What? Man, you talking about yeah. Just listen to what he's saying. And it's like he's like the new old dirty bastard. We're not even gonna get into that. Maybe another episode. But the reason why I brought that up is because they had one for Best Media Platform. Now, when you say Best Media Platform, me personally, I'm thinking they're like the news people who's like putting out content. Media, not just niggas with YouTube channels. Academics, DJ Vlad, Say Cheese, all these people.
They bigger than CNN.
I don't even think they were nominated.
Oh, really?
Act wasn't nominated. I don't think Vlad was. And I don't think they mentioned Say Cheese. It don't matter who was nominated. You know who won?
Who?
Ooh, nigga. First of all,
anybody.
It was a tie.
Say YouTube is literally bigger than any other platform, like TV, any of that. Like so, I was assuming it'd be a YouTube star. That's why I said
it was a tie.
Seeing it between.
Guess who the tie? I ain't gonna get.
Are they on YouTube? Are they on YouTube?
Yeah.
I know it ain't no jumper.
Hell nah, it's black folk. This is who it was. Drink Champs, which I'm like, okay. Yeah, I think I missed the whole point of the media platform thing. But Drink Champs be doing it. Yeah, I'm like, okay, whatever.
They do their thing on the podcast.
They do their thing, so I ain't mad at that.
Nothing like it.
But they didn't just win. They were tied with another podcast.
The Joe Budden?
Are you familiar with Young Miami from the City Girls?
Is that the one that Kevin Gates was on her shit?
Yeah.
I never knew who she was. I think I saw Megan. I never knew who this girl was. I just seen her do like the Kevin Gates. She interviewed Kevin Gates. She interviewed Megan Thee Stallion. Is like flirting the whole time or some shit like that. And I didn't know that was Young Miami until that episode.
Nigga.
So I was like, I just will see clips.
That shit got 5 episodes.
And
doesn't have nearly the views that Drink Champs does.
And they're saying that she's bigger.
There was a tie. A 2-way tie between Drink Champs and her.
Now, how does this play? How do we calculate this?
Both of these podcasts,
neither one should have been one.
Both of these podcasts are on Revolt.
Evolution. Oh, Revolt. That's what it is.
And Revolt is owned by Diddy. Young Miami is fucking Diddy. Drink Champs is Revolt's biggest media thing. they won, and it's like, okay, well, put her in it too, type shit. Let's get her this. That's the whole thing that everybody's saying, and it makes sense because if you've seen the clips of this shit, don't get me wrong, the City Girls and all them, even the Santana, they entertaining people, but you can't put they shit in there with Drink Champ shit. Drink Champ's been going for like 5-6 years at this point. She had 5 episodes. Is it and she fucking the dude that's obviously like, you know, first of all, she signed to his shit.
And then that's not even media to me. I don't.
It's not. They're not putting out no news.
Interviews.
It's
and
interviews and
media. Media is like news shit, like newsworthy shit.
This is just entertainment. This is not even like the media.
Like you can use the podcast, but at the same time, like there needs to be some news.
You can go on Academic's YouTube channel, watch a bunch of shit. You can go on his Spotify, watch his podcast with interviews, and then you can go on his Instagram and learn about everything hip hop news. Same thing with Vlad. Same thing with Say Cheese.
I'm gonna say Vlad, Say Cheese, No Jumper, and fucking
shit. Hollywood Unlocked, Shade Room,
the Shade Room. Yep.
Neighborhood Talk, all that type of shit. These are media platforms that, you know, that's what people look. That's what I look at them as. Drink Champs, and no offense to her shit, I don't know what the name of her shit is, but Young Miami's podcast, I don't know, man. I don't think they're equal, but shout out to both of them. Fuck it.
Do y'all thing.
Shout out to P. Diddy, man. You definitely escaping the sweet rumors with this one. Psych! Hey,
out of there.
And on that note, shit, you got anything else?
We out of there, I don't know.
Follow everything, bitch.
And watch everything.